hopefully my stream will stay working. So far, it was only happening with World of Warcraft, but I got so annoyed by it after the third day of trying to play World of Warcraft and it crashing the stream that I was like, there's got to be a solution. And probably the only thing is reinstalling Windows. Because I figure I probably installed a driver or something that just didn't sit well with OBS and or Streamlabs OBS, and it just kind of said, no. And,
Yeah.
only way to fix stuff sometimes is just to refresh the entire system.
I found that to be the case in the past. Hi Twitch, YouTube. We're live. We're playing Grounded by Obsidian. With everybody's favorite sorcerer, Mr. Von Croy, and everybody's favorite happy-go-lucky gaming, Blink Gaming Live, Nate. Yeah. And I need to find some acorns because my armor's all ruined.
Let's see which.
Well, yeah, what do I need to repair my armor? Oh, I need berry leather. Kind of need berry leather for everything, so I was thinking I might head over to the berry zone.
Activate that.
Real quick. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I'll go over to the hedge real quick. Go grab a bunch of berries.
Must have Twitch on.
Okay, where's the... Okay, red answer that way. That means the tree's over there.
I don't have Twitch on this phone. Did I not continue installing it on another phone yet? Ish. Yeah, I think I did uninstall.
Oh, alright. Well, that's not good.
That means I'll have to turn on the web browser.
Alright, well, my game just crashed.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's definitely sucks.
That's bad.
Yeah.
I think it's because I was running too many things, so I stopped my stream. So. I don't think I'll be able to stream this game too much, actually, because it's now having... I think it's just because of the times I'm doing it, because my family's also using it, internet at the same time. So.
That's a possibility.
Yeah. That's a definite double oof on the bandwidth limitations in that situation.
Jack, give me another invite.
Hey there, buddy.
Oh, another invite, yeah.
Yeah.
Player list. Invite. Invite sent.
Good evening, Kralis, and welcome.
All geared up.
Most definitely nice to see you in the chat room. I'm glad to know that I missed. That is awesome.
What the heck? I'm in spectator mode.
You're in spectator mode? What do you mean?
I'm flying in the air.
Player list.
Without an inventory.
Oh. Whoa! That seems weird and deep.
That's weird. You want to disconnect and try again?
Yeah. probably should do that. What the heck? And all the chests are gone. This kind of, I kind of want to look at what this is right now, though, 'cause it's like in a spectrum mode. This is weird, because I see Vaughn moving around below me. Here,
Over
Vaughn, see
towards
if you can,
Jack.
here, Vaughn, go back to the spacebar. Can you see me?
Okay.
I'm standing, like, right on
I
the
don't want
pad.
any trouble, Aunt.
Do you see me on, like, the pad here?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh, so I'm like,
Taking a
oh
look
yeah, I'm
around.
phasing right through you. That's...
Where were you last when you crashed?
I was inside the base.
Okay, I'm gonna check the base to see if you're
Trouble
still in there, and that's the problem.
Alright.
No, I
quit
don't
out.
see you in the base.
Base
Yeah,
building.
Alright. Here, try sending me another link then. I just quit out, so...
Okay, I'm sending you an invite.
Now it's also busy like moving apps around on my phones because my main phone is like being so freaking picky. It's like the data just gets sucked right up, and it like, oh, you only have 500 megabytes left, and I'm like, the fuck? Why?
Oh, do you not keep it connected to Wi-Fi?
I keep it connected to Wi-Fi all the time.
Oh, well then
When
you
it
shouldn't
comes
be
to-
using data at all.
Yeah, it just keeps filling up and filling up and filling up. And
Oh, your
the memory.
internal storage. I thought you meant mobile data, like your data plan.
Luckily that, since I always do Wi-Fi, I'm always adding to my plans amounts all the time.
Okay, well this is weird. I'm only able to walk to the right.
You're only able to walk to the right? What? I think Microsoft was like, punch us in the gut, we're gonna make you spin in a circle.
Ah yes. Other keys shall no longer work. Oh, that's... Yeah, I
Nice
can
and
walk
safe.
backwards and to the right.
They kind of have a
I've unlocked a
crosshair now.
key.
They have a dot in the middle of the screen that'll help aim,
Yeah.
because that's a new feature that I just noticed on the game.
Oh, is it working now? Can I finally play? Hooray! Alright, I think I'm good for the time being. Yeah, alright.
Now that is a freaking sports car and a half. Holy crap.
Oh.
Thing sits so low to the ground that the height of the wheels, you're like literally sitting in the middle of the line of the wheel.
Well.
It's like so low to the ground. Holy crap. That is a wow for sure. Okay, put that away now that we're functional and we can do stuff. Oh, is it? Yeah, it's getting close to night. Yep.
Yeah, we'll wake
I don't
up
know
at
about
4.
the rest of you, but
So,
I'm beat.
even though it says it'll be bad, we've tested this before. I think 4 is usually when it's starting to get daylight.
Yep, just before it gets late. Let's hope they don't have season changes, but at the same time, we're also lucky that they don't have weather, because if they did, this year would flood like a
water
banshee.
filtration tablets needed.
I'd eat this normally.
Ugh. Worse than my mom's Brussels sprouts.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, Jack, they added a sort button to sort your inventory.
They must have been listening to us.
Not so bad.
Yeah, they did it. We can sort our inventory finally.
Excellent.
Oh, that is so nice. Well, I guess I'm on my way to get berries then.
It also looks like they've added a thing that lets you know what's been
It's
analyzed.
no lemon crime,
Yeah.
but Better than nothing.
That is definitely
Just like a
an
fruit
awesome update that they did indeed.
Yeah.
Sorry if I closed the door on you.
No, it's all good.
Definitely helps out, especially since we increased our stack sizes.
Oh.
It automatically stacks everything that needed stacking. So yeah, that's a definite improvement indeed. We've got more storage space now because of that.
Stupid bugs. I hate the little mites.
Yeah,
So
those
annoying.
things are annoying. And what happened to Jack? He hasn't spoken in a minute.
He could be away just for a bit, for a second, or something.
That is possible. Uh, he is right here, and he just stopped right there. So yeah, maybe he had to like clean something up or something, or because
Yeah.
that'll usually happen sometimes. Accidentally knock something over and gotta quickly clean it before stuff goes bad.
Oh, what the hell?
Connection lost. That's
So do you have connection loss too?
yes.
Maybe Jack is just
I
lost
think he.
connection.
Yeah, I think he had an issue on his end from the looks of it. Let's see if Discord. He's still in the Discord, so it's only with the game, most likely.
Yeah.
We'll just have to wait a minute or two.
He says his mic stopped working.
Oh, his mic stopped working. That's an oddity out of the blue.
Can you hear me now?
Ah, there you
Oh
go.
yeah, we can.
Okay, got it back to working. Yeah, NVIDIA broadcast something went wrong, and so as soon as I exited it, it killed the game crashed, and that's where that happened, and then
NVIDIA took out the game.
yes, NVIDIA's fault this time. And I've been talking for a while, thinking everybody was, just whatever. Like I was talking to myself. And I didn't
At
even.
first, I was like, wait a minute. I'm not hearing Jack. He hasn't said anything for a minute or
Oh,
two.
because you could hear us, probably, right?
I could hear you guys, but nothing. You guys weren't hearing me. So
Yeah, I thought you had just gone like AFK or something.
Hey,
Nope.
nice to meet you. The name's Max.
We probably lost the last few minutes of progress because there's no logout save for that one. So sorry, folks. Yeah, YouTube, everybody. I wasn't being super quiet. I was just unable to speak.
Rough start.
A rough start. Today has been a rough start for the game. Oh,
Because your chat doesn't know before we start streaming. Microsoft was not working.
Yeah.
Then
Oh.
Nvidia was like, "Well, hey, if Microsoft quits, we do too." Ding.
Yep. Oh, okay. We're good. We're good. We got up until when we slept,
Oh, excellent.
so we didn't lose everything. We just lost everything after we slept.
Which was me organizing the boxes, so I'll just reorganize the boxes again. Now we nicely can organize things.
Mm-hmm. Easily.
Nice and clean.
For some reason, you can't sort your backpack unless you're in the inventory screen, though.
Better than starving, I think.
I mean the Oh, don't drop that. Unless you're in the
In your own personal inventory, not looking in a box.
No, when you're looking in a box, which is weird, I think.
Actually, you can do your inventory, but not when you're looking at a box. You can only sort the box. from
Well,
looks of
for
it.
me,
Or wait,
when yeah,
actually, they do have the button there. I didn't see it until just now.
yeah, I don't see it when I'm in my
So-
own inventory, but
Well, when you're in your own, it should be like off to the side.
Yeah, it's off to the
Model.
side, up top of the first row.
oh, I see it now. Okay, so
Yeah.
okay, you do have it. It was just in a different spot, and I didn't recognize it. Okay.
Easy error, indeed. So I was doing that a lot with World of Warcraft and trying to read where portals are going, because they put the listing of where the portal is at way down at the bottom on the right, and I'm like looking at the portal thinking that they would have a marker up closer to where the portal is.
Damn.
I
give
didn't
me a
even
plate of
realize
this.
it was not in the right spot. Or
Hmm.
however you would want to put that.
That was refreshing.
Okay, let's see. Need to
That tastes
Oh,
assume.
I had an
surprisingly
update.
not terrible.
There's now a pumpkin on the porch.
There's
There's
a
a
pumpkin on the
pumpkin?
porch.
Yeah, there's a jack-o'-lantern
Cool.
for Halloween.
Everybody loves Halloween.
Pumpkin on the porch. Where at?
It's by the hedge. So it's pretty far away.
Oh, okay. It's over at the house. Okay,
Yeah.
that porch.
That's cool that they're keeping it seasonal.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe we'll get special holiday.
Oh, I
gifts
see
or
the
something.
jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Some games do. Well, they'll drop gifts for you or stuff like that during
For,
holiday times.
oh, like Christmas, yeah, and
Mhm.
Hanukkah and stuff.
Yeah, like Ark had
Light up
special
in here.
events.
Yep. Looks like we're headed that way.
Oh, I'm just getting good.
Oh, Jack is over here this direction. And
Oh, okay.
whatnot.
Sorry, I didn't know that Jack was moving.
Yeah. I came over to see the jack-o'-lantern.
Huh. Watch out, there's 2 bombardier beetles over there.
Mm.
Or 3.
Oh, the light inside the jack-o'-lantern went out because it's daytime.
Makes sense.
Uh,
Oh, that's a wolf
Well,
spider.
you-
My go-to spider elimination
wolf
strategy
spider
isn't
right
much
behind
use on
you.
rodents.
Yeah.
And I heard it, and I was like, "Oh shit, the heck is that?" I was like, "I'm going to back the heck up."
Hmm.
Hell no, on El Spider. Oh crap. Mites. Dirty, dusty little Spidey Mighty. Okay, I know I heard
Yeah.
another mite. Where is it?
Oh, bombardier. Oh, 2 of them. Oh boy. Ow, ow.
Yep, those are the 2 bombardiers that.
Nate mentioned, yes.
Yeah.
And I happened to walk right into him.
yeah, they're right over the hill, and I almost did the same, Jack, and then I saw the little eyeballs, and then I was like, oh, no.
There's 3 of them, by the way.
Oh,
at least.
Yeah, I saw 2, and I remember on the radar a while back, I remember saying that there were 3, so that's why I said 2 to 3.
Hmm.
So there could be more, maybe there's 4 or something.
Yeah.
I don't see if there's anything back here on the side of the hedge, because I didn't go back here at all. To the very, like, corner of it.
We need to kill some more ants because some of our advanced stuff is breaking. Needs repair. Black ants in specific.
Yeah, that's what that's what I'm doing right now. Is I'm getting berry leather
Can't be any worse
because
than the
my
boys'
armor is
bathroom.
completely shattered.
Mm.
You should see the girls' bathroom.
Which I might want to trade out at some point, because I haven't been using the bow as much once I learned how to block.
Oh, you learned how to block?
Yeah, it's right click.
Yeah.
But I learned the timings,
Mm.
so I figured out. The
That's what I
timings of
mean.
it. Yeah.
Was timing it.
Or I did it. I learned the timings for. I basically do it as I fight. I learned the timings, but I figured out the timings for the soldier ants pretty well. Oh, there's a tape back here.
A big
it's
tape.
guarded by, yeah, big tape. Where are you? Oh yeah, you're there. Although it's guarded by like 1,000 larvae. Oh, there's a dead dude. Probably
A
has
dead
loot.
dude.
Yeah, probably has loot, and I kind of want to get it. But at
Yeah.
the same time, there's so many larvae here. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Larva
5, 6,
ahead!
7, 8. There's 8 larvae.
Where's the
at
dead
least.
dude?
Oh, cute.
Uh,
That beetle has a turtle shell.
We
He's
should jump
kind
on
of
his back
over
and
by
steal
those
it.
leaves.
Beetle with a
If only
turtle
real
shell.
life was more like a video game.
I don't
Here,
know
I'll,
if
I'll shoot at it, Joe.
Sometimes it feels like
that's a bug that we haven't seen or
Here.
not.
Oh, over there.
Yeah, right there.
Oh, I see him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely got loot.
Ah,
So,
crud.
should we try to shoot the larvae out? Oh yeah, here they all come. That's a lot.
Oh my, that's a lot. Yeah. Oh, they came up the. Ouch! They came up the.
Watch
Up
out,
the
Jack. If you need
hose.
to run, just run. Alright, I'll shoot. You guard, I guess.
A little bit of both, I think.
Yeah. Oh, and I'm getting lagged out here. Not good. Play with lag compensation now. I love lag compensation.
There's like a dozen of them. Vaughn, you don't want to
there's
be
a
here.
lot.
And I finally show up to the party, and it's a dangerous.
Larva up ahead.
Okay, I got one down. I'm gonna try to get this guy that's kinda just there. Below the wire. Oh, they run after you hit them. Sayonara, larva. Stop running away. Why are they running away? Stop.
Because they're trying to survive,
Okay, well, I want them dead, so they shouldn't do that.
right?
Come on,
That's
larva.
good.
Why can't you just be dead for me?
Was that cassette tape here before?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
wait,
or
that's
before the
not fair.
patch, I don't know.
Oh, before the patch? I don't know. I don't think we came back here because of the larva.
Yeah.
I think when we came back here the first time they were.
Hey,
open,
sharpshooter
whispering.
mutation.
I think they updated them to run away because I don't remember the larva running away ever.
They might have.
Oh, and oh, Jack up here, Jack up here,
Up where?
up here. Ah. No. I don't have armor. Go away.
I'm shooting him.
Yeah, I'm coming back to you guys. I like
Got him.
almost died. I die like they get me down to 25% health off one hit because I don't have armor on.
Yeah, you need armor.
Yeah, that's why I was
Literal
gathering
health.
that's why I was gathering
Enormous.
berries. Why are you still after me? There we go. He wasn't actually after me. He was running away from you guys, and he found me, and he was like, "Oh no." Alright, is this actually important? Oh, do we get anything from you? Oh, Vaughn found Vaughn found one of the badges.
Yep.
The key card.
Lions badge.
You should put it on.
Yeah, that we need those. We need that.
Yeah.
How do I put it on? What do I put it on? Is
You put it on your accessory.
Accessory slot?
Yeah, there's certain doors that you need key cards for, basically.
Yeah.
And those are the key card. Oh, there's also an Oreo cookie over here. Ooh. Can we get Oreo stuff? Oh, Jack, you can smash this with your hammer over here to get Oreo cookies.
Where are you at? Oh, over there.
Yeah. You can smash the big Oreo cookie. Is it even called an Oreo?
Probably not because of copyright or trademark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Copyrights and trademark rules and stuff.
It's just called cookie sandwich.
A sandwich by any other name would still taste the same.
I kind of want to see if there's anything up here, but now we're
Should I
getting
keep breaking it
dangerous
or
I mean, if you got room, yeah. Because I'm full up because I gathered most of the arrows.
Got a bunch of rotten food off of it.
Whoa! We can break these rusty nails to get rust.
Oh,
But
really?
You need a tier 3 hammer.
Oh, we
I
don't
wouldn't
have
want
that yet.
rust.
You can gather.
Let's
Funny.
see.
That
rust
is
as a
funny.
material. Ah yes.
Accessory
gathered fine rust
spear.
off of these
We
nails.
can't pebble dandelion.
Yep, level tier 3 hammer needed.
Well, at least when we have a tier 3 hammer,
Equip.
we know where to get rust from now.
Okay.
What's this weed here? Is this just a thorny weed?
Compliance badge.
Oh no, this
okay.
is a burr weed. This is also a tier 3 axe.
Huh.
Oh, in a hole.
A hole, yeah.
Anything fun in the hole? No.
Thankfully.
Disappointing. Well, no, I was hoping like there'd be a scab in there.
Oh,
But,
yeah.
Meal
Well,
done?
thankfully there wasn't a large spider.
Yeah. Oh, I see the bombardiers. It's coming right at us. Actually, that yellow plant is kind of the right plant there. Do we want to try to take the bombardier?
No, because we don't have good high ground.
True.
Oh!
Oh, he's
saw
on
you.
us.
It's all me. Time to take the
He's actually going
bombardier.
down quite fast.
Yeah.
Watch out, the other
Ow.
one's on you now, though.
I'm out of bandages too.
Yeah, I'd say just run.
Oh,
Speaking of bandages, I need
I'm
to
on a
make
sliver
more.
of health.
Yeah, they're
One of the
back on me.
bombardiers is almost dead. Kill it.
Yeah, I know, but I can't see it now. I can only see the one that's not almost dead. That's the one, the closest one to you, Jack, is not the almost dead one, I don't think. Is it? Let's see. Go, gonna kill it. shooting from the nails.
Oh, I see where you're at. You're up on a nail over there.
Yeah,
Oh, it got me.
it's down. It's on me, Vaughn. You're. Oh wait. Where's it? How you gonna play this, Bombardier? Bombardier, bro.
Come on, Max. We need you.
Got it.
Thank you,
I'm
Vaughn.
definitely paying you back for that one.
Thank you very much for that.
Very welcome.
Do we want to try to get the other one? Cause it's probably still hurt.
I don't know where they went.
It's right there.
Hey, Bombardier Beetle, say it.
Oh, no. It's not on the...
We got one.
Did we get one?
Yeah, one of them's down.
I have limits. Or, I guess I thought.
Come at me, bro. Get out of here, fool. Oh, well, got me that time. Try to get it.
Hey, someone's hurt somewhere? I heard someone
Yeah,
say
I'm down again.
Me and
Oh,
here,
jeez. You guys got grounded again. Yeah, we did, Darth. Totally got grounded.
headed towards
Here.
Jack.
Oh, yeah, go for Jack, go for Jack.
Thanks, Vaughn.
Come on, Max.
Is Nate down too?
I'm
Yeah,
back.
as soon as I respawned, it shot the ball.
Oh, ouch.
Vaughn's just the healer.
Oh, I'm down it again.
Little help here.
I'm gonna try not to get down this time immediately.
Yeah.
Where even is it?
Right in front of me.
Oh, okay, here, I'll go for Jack then, if it's on you.
And now I'm down.
Oh,
No,
boy.
there's mites. God damn it.
Oh,
Oh, now it's on me. No, okay.
go get Vaughn. I'm fine.
It's on me. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Or
moving,
kill it.
I can't get up.
Yeah, let me read. I'm dealing with mites right now and I'm on a sliver of health. So
Yeah.
these mites can take me out if they wanted to.
Oh, well. GG.
Dead. We killed that, I think.
Yep,
Yeah.
but I'm dead too.
Oh, and the mites ate it for some reason. Mites somehow ate it.
That's
So I don't
messed
even
up.
get the parts. Stupid mites. It would be a really good tier 3 weapon, like the final weapon that you get is like an extermination tool.
That would be nice, yes.
Just get a gas sprayer, spray everything down.
Yeah, if you
Excuse
find
me.
sap out there, base needs sap.
Yeah, I guess I'll continue on with my berry.
I'm coming back because my bag is over there.
Yeah,
Yep, similar.
because I was out here berry collecting, I did have my respawn out here, so.
Mm.
But yeah, it's less fortunate for you guys.
And I just ran right past a sleeping wolf spider.
Oh, that's
Well, as long as it's sleeping, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Dost not wake up the big bug.
Found your bag, Vaughn. And I got the bombardier parts.
nice. How many did you get, Jack?
I don't know. I'm dealing with mites at the moment.
Oh, okay. Gusting mates. Always ruining everything.
Yep, I've always got to extend their might.
Ah, ha, ha, ha.
For they are mighty, small.
Stupid ants.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, that thing snores loudly. I never thought a spider could snore, but
Neither did
they
I.
do have respiratory systems.
Do they?
least I think they do.
Yeah.
Rabbit's Foot. Morton Noir lipstick.
Okay.
Hall pass. Whew. Looks like it's all still here.
Lipstick, fake hall pass. Looks like it's all still here.
Okay, so the cookie needs to be analyzed.
Rub
Oh, the cookie
time.
bits?
Yeah, the cookie bits. I'm gonna take care of that.
Oh, I already thought we analyzed it, but it's not. Because I think we had some at home too. I guess we just never
Nah.
analyzed it.
A different. Oh shit. Running. I don't know what it is. Not taking a chance. I think it's one of those things that spit.
Oh, cool! A sword in a stone.
Oh,
I got a rotten
Really?
larva blade. It was in a stone.
oh, I got that. Right at the start. I think it has poison on it. I think.
Let me see. Rotten larva blade poison. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because all the stuff respawned.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually, I think.
I found
does
another
that
cookie.
mean- Oh, nice.
A
Does
big
that mean that
cookie.
the bee stuff is respawned in the cave?
Possibly.
Because then we could get another bee set for free.
That'd be cool.
There are possibilities to that.
Okay. Maybe we don't. Maybe we stop here. I was gonna say there's 5 berries all in one small area there, and then Orb Weaver walked all over them, and I was like, probably
No.
not.
Yeah. That's a big fat no thank you.
When it
Yeah,
looks too be good to be true, it probably is.
exactly.
5 juicy berries right there.
Just like
Not-
walking down the street in New York where you're like, oh, there's no one out on the street. I'll be perfectly fine. Then you get jumped and it's like,
Oh, do
son
you
of a
have
state
any?
castle.
J4 dot says, do you have any space for a friendly gamer with a mic looking to play with people? We don't have space for people we just met, but we do have space for a gamer. Stick around for a couple months, get to know us, and then you can join us, maybe, if we like you. That sound fair? If so, stick around. If not, stick around anyways and enjoy the gameplay. Watching us, you know. Now, I've got to analyze that.
Right.
I should double check that everything in my inventory doesn't need to be analyzed. Just because there's an outpost right here.
New recipe deciphered. Human food.
Human food. Ooh, I like human food.
Darth says we got space in the peanut gallery, though. Alright, I analyzed a cookie.
There, extra arrows are in this one box that I'm looking at. Right
Yeah,
now.
somehow I ended up with over 100 arrows. So I've got extra arrows.
Yeah, I just
I think
dropped
that's
a
for
few
me
in there.
because I had 70 and now I'm down to 22. So,
Yeah.
Mm.
He was flinging them like a freaking machine gun.
Well, it's also because I was dealing with pretty heavy lag there, so I probably was missing a lot of my shots.
Probably. Larva blade, can we repair you? Yes, nice.
Good thing I'm hungry.
Yeah, the larva blades are basically knives.
I'm not
So
picky.
super fast, but kind of low damage.
Hmm.
Oh, okay. Well,
Kind of
I
like a
almost
bone
just-
knife.
Yeah, I almost just stepped on top of a wolf
That's
spider.
not so bad.
Oof.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was hiding under 3 leaves, and I was climbing over the leaves, and then he was below me. And I was like, I probably shouldn't be here. Probably shouldn't be standing like 1 foot away from the spider.
Yeah, that
That
might
agreed?
be a good idea to not do that.
Yeah, don't stand so close, as they
They're
say.
pretty heavy sleepers, though, luckily.
I need to make string. Crap. Macaroni and cheese. Grup.
Okay, where we were putting the arrows in this one, right? Or yeah.
Oh no, we're organizing our stuff. Aw. Now I can't just spam stuff everywhere. We should probably take the acid out of the chest.
Okay, what do we have any plans for this stream, or are we just winging it? I think we're winging it, aren't we?
Yeah, I think it's just a nice hangout stream.
Yeah, just chill. Vape. Yep, do some vaping while we're at it. Those of us who can. Although if you've never vaped in your life, you're a fool if you start.
True. It's only good if you're getting off smoking.
That's right. Plus, I was going to say earlier, I forgot to, though, that I kind of want to quit a little early because of the fishing trip and because I'm tired.
All good. Oh, we have so much science. We should probably spend it. Because there's some stuff that could benefit us.
Right, let's...
So we have 6,000 science.
Mm-hmm.
The most expensive thing is a scab scanner. So that means we can scab scabs with our scab.
Scabs with a scab.
Oh.
Yeah, you can scan scabs with your scab.
You can scabs with your scab. Scab if the scab can scab.
We could get zip lines. That could be fun.
They call me Darth Vapor, says Darth.
Earth vapor.
What is that?
Yep, that's because Darth Sidious's name's already been taken.
What is that? That's interesting. Turrets.
Shh, Vaughn, don't say anything. I want to see his reaction when he comes out of the menu.
Are you guys doing something? Let's see. Oh, you're right there. The weird thing is, I'd be looking like right here.
Mhm.
Alright, let's see.
You would have been like looking at his shoes.
Yeah.
He does have the nicest sneakers out of us, I think.
Oh, you think?
Yeah.
They're black with red
Each thing
laces.
like hiking boots, and mine, of course, are the Converse style.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I kind of want to get zip lines, but
I think I'm
they
gonna
do
save
require-
up, save my molars until I can get a mutation upgrade.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing too. Well, actually, I have a mutation upgrade, and I have 2 milk molars still.
Oh, I've got 2 molars and no mutation upgrade, so
Yeah, it requires 4 for the second one.
yeah,
I'm
3
probably
for the
similar
first.
Yeah, I kind
of
of want to stick
having
with that.
2, but no upgrade in that.
But
I'd
also
have to look.
Unfortunately, only one person can use an item at a time.
Yeah, kind of have to here and then be willing to kind of stick around for a quick minute while the other does this stuff, or they stick close by.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait for mutation stuff, to be honest. Cause let's see, how are the mutations going? I have 3 active right now. I have Cardio Fan, Phase
There's
3
no
out of
lemon
3, so that's
crime,
fully
but
maxed.
it's better than nothing.
Natural Explorer, and Sharpshooter.
Yeah, I've got Meat Shield and Cardio Fan enabled. Um, I've got no opinion on which science to unlock, so feel free to discuss it amongst yourselves.
I think just for base building, I kind of want to. I don't know if we want to do buoyant foundations or not, because I don't know if we want to build a base on the water.
Hmm.
I mean, personally, I think it'd be pretty cool, because then you can't get attacked from spiders at all.
Except water
Which would be
spiders,
nice.
yeah.
Yeah, but we can't, like, a wolf spider will clip through our ceiling, a water spider can't really do that.
True. That'd be cool, yeah.
And then zip lines, I think, would also be cool, because then if we do, especially tied with zip lines and the buoyant foundation, then we could do, like, zip lines to and from our base in the water.
Oh, that'd be cool.
So, what do you guys think on that?
I'm up for
In total,
buoyant.
it would cost 5,000, and we have 6,000.
Hmm. What do you think, Vaughn?
It's like an interesting addition.
What else we have? We have sign stuff, but I don't think you guys want to do that. Because we don't really use signs.
Maybe in the future we might need signs, but for now I think that's logical to not do that one yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, especially because they're like 4,000 each.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. There's another mutation called Buff Lungs, but we're not really doing too much swimming anymore, so don't know about that one.
That one doesn't do to swimming. It increases maximum. It gives you a mutation that allows more stamina.
Oh, that's kind of nice. Yeah, you're right. That costs 3,000, so you could do that in one of the. Then there's also the scab scanner, but which costs 5,000.
Yeah.
I don't think we need that because we find their scabs pretty easily. Because they do glow in the dark.
Yeah.
I don't think we need that quite yet until we're like just looking for scabs.
You have like
So
this weird star-like thing floating around your icon.
Oh, the 3 dots? Yeah, that's because he's in a menu.
Yeah.
Or a dot for you there, Jack.
Oh.
What do you guys think?
I think buoyant foundations. I'm gonna grab it. I think you're excited about it, and I think it's worth doing. And we could do
zip lines. Because if we're gonna do building,
yeah, zip lines would be good.
I mean, me personally, I really like building in games, so I'd probably sometime soon. I kind of want to start on like a huge mega build with like 4 main towers, like 3 stories. And I think the water would actually be a great place because it's a huge flat place that you can just ever expand.
Right. Getting resources out there would be a pain, though.
Yeah, we do have that big wheat area out there though, and with the tier 2 axe we can get a bunch of wheat stems. So
I'm gonna put
shouldn't
my
be too bad.
character to sleep if you guys want to join me.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I'm ready to eat my pillow. I'm so tired.
I also kind of want to see if we can take down a bee. Because we do need bee stingers for the zip lines.
Yeah, I want to take down a bee as well because there's something else I wanted bee stuff for. I don't remember what. But... Oh yeah, my spear, the fancy spear that I can't repair.
Pete's ready for some tiny rest.
Yeah. Plus then we could just make the bee armor if you guys want it.
Right.
So do you guys want to try that? I guess as our
Try
goal
a
for
bee?
today. Yeah.
That
I mean,
would be
actually,
an
I'll offer
adventure.
That was refreshing.
That was pretty good.
Would be an adventure.
I know I'm a picky eater.
Oh,
Still.
I didn't. No pun intended, actually. It'd be nice if you could see your hunger level in the your hunger and your water level in the inventory screen.
Oh, you can. It's in the very top right.
Oh. Oh, duh.
I need to use the restroom, so I will be right back. Hopefully fast.
I feel bad for you, Jack. You've been doing that for so long, and it's never been able to see you.
Safer.
I never even noticed. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the first thing I always do in games is look at all the like settings and the menus. That way I can familiarize myself.
I used to
with
be
them
that
all.
way. Especially back in the day when games had manuals.
Mm.
Yes, I'm that old. Mushrooms are ready. No, they're not.
Yeah, I also kind of want to make the tier 2 axe. What is that too?
That is
Just for like the base building. That way that way you wouldn't have to get all this stuff.
right.
Oh,
It'd be
That's
good that
actually-
everybody had stuff. Oh,
that's
it's
actually
doable.
quite cheap. Yeah, I might craft one of those because bombardier parts, and we have lots of those now.
We have 3 ladybug heads, so
Yeah. And ladybugs aren't too hard. One second, I'll be right back.
okay. We got crow feather pieces now. And I'm the only one who's still here, so I'm talking to you guys out in Twitch and YouTube land. But you saw that, so yeah. Analyze. Rare item. Simple bed, marksman's cap, crow crossbow, feather arrow. Ooh.
Alright, I'm back.
You out of silk again?
Yeah. Well, we're not out of. We're out of spider webbing.
Oh,
Out of all
wow.
things. And the berry leather is coming along. We just need to dry it out.
I chopped up a crow feather with the
Oh,
tier 2
nice.
axe and analyzed it. And we got a crow crossbow, feather arrows, and a simple bed.
Whoa.
We got a bunch of stuff. Marksman's cap.
Yeah, I'm looking through it right now. Feather arrows, which are just better than regular arrows. They're just better. Oh, we have a crossbow.
Yep.
Ooh, that's nice. It's slower, but it does more stun damage, and it does about twice the damage, but a lot less speed.
Reload
So
time. Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if you could just keep if you could keep like a hot bar of these loaded, and then just fire 9 consecutive shots.
Oh,
without
jeez.
reloading. That'd be funny.
It'd be expensive, too.
Yeah. I'm sure people in like the late game have done it though.
Probably.
Cause I mean, people are making people are making arrows with this stuff, so
I can make 5 of those arrows.
I don't think that's a good idea. Wasting it on arrows.
Yeah.
Well, at least we can make a bed now. So that's kinda
Yeah,
cool.
that would be cool.
We finally have another option for sleep. Look at all the resources it takes though. I think that's the biggest resource thing we've had so far. Takes weed stems, acorn shells, crow feathers, crude rope, and clay. So 5 things on that. I just want to look at the marksman's cap because that. Oh, that's really nice. The marksman's hat. That's really good for bow.
Yeah, I
So-
want one of them. Seriously. Oh, yeah. I thought we had the clay for that. I brought clay back.
The other base.
No, there's 12 clay right here. I don't know why I didn't see it in the... Maybe it was too far away from the workbench. Nope, it's not seeing it unless it's in your inventory for some reason. Okay.
Actually, 1 second. Sorry.
Sure. Oh, right, because I was looking at the bed, not a thing that you can craft at the bench.
Hopefully I didn't miss too much.
No, did you hear about the crow feather?
crow feather.
Yeah, I chopped up a crow feather. Now we can build crossbows and make feather arrows and a feather cap. And a simple
Nice.
bed.
That sounds really cool.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have a bed instead of
A lean-to, yeah.
yeah.
See how you're looking at that bee? Okay, I am.
I missed twice.
Yes, I missed once.
Tastes good.
Still. Let me go out. Alright, are we trying to...
I'm
Go for
hunting
the
the
bee,
bee. Yep.
Alrighty.
I'm on the
On a
hunt for a bee. Plus, there's more to unlock. If we kill a bee, we'll have stuff that we can unlock.
True.
We've yet to kill a bee.
You have to kill a bee to increase bee technology.
Yes. I lost track of it. I lost track of which direction I'm pointing even.
Lost connection to the
Uh-oh.
host. Host either quit or has lost connection.
You lost connection. Nate's still
I had-
in. So I'll send you another invite.
I
Yeah, I
lose connection.
experienced really bad ping there though, so
Oh.
yeah.
Gigabit internet shouldn't lose connection.
You wouldn't think you would.
I should be able to talk to someone in Afghanistan and be able to play a game with them if they're actually willing to be nice.
Right.
All that good stuff. Okay.
I've
let's
talked
see.
to people in India. I went to the nearby mountain
Yeah.
and with my CB radio and had a really good booster, and I picked up radio from people in either China or India.
That's cool.
Yeah. Didn't
Dude,
recognize the language exactly, but it sounded like
Or
Indian. Whatever their language is called. I see a bee.
Well, India actually has over like 60 languages.
Oh well, you know,
Yeah, probably one of them.
one of them. Yeah.
Oh yeah, be in my sites as well. See the one you're talking about there. Alright. Tag it. Okay, well it's being kind of hard to tag.
Stop flying so much and sit still. Hover.
It's hovering. It's
I got
hovering.
it.
There we go.
Oh, it's gonna
Oh.
sting me. I'm sure. Oh, it's It's going in for a sting.
Oh wow, it does a lot of damage.
You got stung?
Yeah, I'm good though. I have really bad ping though, so I can out. It has super low health though.
I almost
you know
got
where
it.
where do you find out what your pinged server is?
Oh, it got me.
Oh, it just says high ping every once in a while. So
Got it.
It's really hard to notice though.
Got the bee.
Oh,
Yeah, it's been saying that a lot tonight.
yeah,
It's not so
same.
bad, Pete. I got you.
Yeah,
Ladybug
you
over here,
need
where I
you
am.
need armor, Nate.
Oh yeah, I haven't heard that. Oh no, I got armor.
You got a hat.
What do you
You
mean?
got a hat. I like that. I got
Oh, I'm
armor.
not wearing
No, you got a
full armor,
hat.
Oh, I see. Okay, you are wearing it. Okay.
Yeah.
So what did we get? We got bee fuzz, and that was
Stinger.
it.
So Stinger must be like a rarer drop.
Must be.
Yes.
Oh, you are.
You're gonna
You're rubber banding like crazy, Nate.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was saying. The fight. That's why I couldn't do anything.
Hmm.
Because I was like, completely shot. Yeah, I'm gonna head over to our water base, I think.
Okay.
Because Because I think there might be more bees over by the roses, right? Because they're roses or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
know.
Well, or I just run into a big orb weaver and almost get shot. Core. And water save me. Oh. Jack, you good?
I'm good.
There was an orb weaver right there.
Yeah, I saw it.
Spiders are definitely active. I see a lot of spider webs over here at the tree tree base of the tree.
Oh, the base of the tree.
Yeah.
Choke it down, Pete.
Choke it down. That was a funny comment. I'm gonna analyze the bee fuzz.
Oh, we should yeah. Okay, I'm gonna start making silk rope here because we have 50 web fiber here.
Oh yeah.
This place is getting pinker by the minute.
Oh.
Man.
Fuzz analyzed.
Bee head mount.
Where am I for you, Jack? Or Vaughn? I mean,
Oh, what?
Yep.
where am I for you, Vaughn?
You're right in front of me.
Am I
Now you're
by the
over.
workbench now?
Yes, you are by the bench.
Okay,
And
there
you
we go.
just
I'm
flung
back.
an
Yeah.
arrow. Okay.
I was out of sync there, so I was checking.
Ah.
What's it like being out of sync?
Not fun.
Well, I figured that.
Pretty much you can't do anything, and you're scared to heck that something's going to come along and bite you at the
Water
most.
Yep.
filtration tablets needed.
Well, I think it's because
I'm not
you're
picky.
doing stuff, right? But you're not actually doing stuff. So everything that you're doing is just pointless, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then
Yep.
when you finally realize it, it just feels like, oh, you just done all that stuff and it doesn't actually happen.
That
Is
would
it like
sounds
rubber
frustrating.
bands you back to the before doings a lot of times. It's like, no, I worked hard to get that project done, and then suddenly, ding, and nothing's done.
Somebody's aphid is done.
Oh, that'd be mine. I need bandages. I need plant fiber.
Collected plant fiber for the other base, but I didn't think to bring any here.
Mm.
That's fine, there's plenty out here.
Lots of water here too.
It's no lemon crime, but it's better than nothing.
And it's kind of funny, what we see as grass, right? Like the little plant fibers on the
Mhm.
ground are like so incredibly small to a regular human, you don't even like think about it, that there's ones like that that are so small.
Right. Ant. Didant.
I see
Walking.
another bee, you guys want to take it?
Yeah, let's
So
do
they're
that.
kinda hard to get.
Where is that?
Alright.
Did you tag it yet?
Towards the lantern.
I tagged it.
Alright, nice.
A bee! I would kill for some honey.
Oh, it got me.
Bears can't possibly be good for you.
Yeah, they do a good amount of damage, but they don't have a
Can't
good
believe
health.
everything you see on TV.
Max, you literally believe
Oh, it just
Okay,
broke
yeah.
broke something.
Yeah,
said it was a good thing.
they lot of damage.
Got the bee.
Alright, so
Leaves
notice they
clean.
don't do very much.
Ish.
They don't have a lot of health, but they do a lot of damage.
And
Yep, they broke one of the water collectors.
Yeah, can somebody help me up? Maybe
yeah, I'll
Henry?
help you up.
Where are
It's
you?
not so bad, Pete. I got you.
One tiny Pete, back in the game.
That was annoying.
That sucks that it broke the
I'll put this material in
crack.
box
Here, let
down
me-
here.
Yeah, here, let me just.
Hold on. We're gonna rebuild.
Here,
Where
I'm
is
I'm
it?
placing it right now. There we
Oh,
go.
you're placing it right now? Okay.
Yeah. I didn't realize how much damage to buildings those do. Thing.
Yeah, I didn't
Quicken
know
all
they
our
could do that.
stuff.
We need
I
weed
think it's when they're,
stems.
with their charge ability is what it is.
Yeah, their stinger.
Yeah. So good note there. They don't do very much damage. They don't have a lot of health, but they do a lot of damage.
I'm taking down a husky weed, so come over here and help me collect it. Would you?
Yeah.
Oh, where are you at?
85
I see.
centimeters from the the base.
Yeah. Sorry, I've been repairing. So.
Because it literally drops too much to collect all at once.
Yeah.
Yep.
Here, guys. Here's the pallet.
Oh. I didn't know we had a pallet of it.
Yeah.
Um,
It's G.
Um,
to put 'em in.
G key.
Yeah.
It's full.
and
Oh,
it's
this is
full.
Alright. Well, this will be good when we're starting our water base, I guess.
Hmm.
Full pallet already.
The thing needs a couple. One more. That's what I
Well,
went
we
to.
have paths.
One more.
Whoa,
Okay,
this is
now
cool. We have
rope and
paths.
pebbles.
That's actually kind
I spy.
My mind's eye.
What takes silk? I forgot how much silk it took.
Oh, it's time to analyze the stinger before I use it.
Oh, you got a stinger.
Yeah, I got a stinger. I'm gonna go analyze it.
Nice. Oh, are you gonna use it on repairing your thingy?
Well, what do you want to use it for? Let's discuss.
Well, how good is the weapon? Is it a good weapon?
It's very good.
Well, we do have another bee right here that we can shoot at.
Yeah,
we can
just-
get another stinger.
Maybe.
So I'd say let's try to kill this bee not near the
Stinger, stuffed bee.
Stuffed bee. And that was it. Wow. Really?
Alright, bee aggro.
Oh, wait. I'm not ready.
Yeah,
Mm.
I know. I'm just saying it doesn't fly away.
Okay. Don't die.
Try not to.
Keep that pointy death spear away from me.
Yeah. That's so much damage. Quite annoying. I wish they had barricades that you can just
Got
pop
him.
up. Nice. Stinger or no stinger?
I don't know. Vaughn, did you harvest it?
Bee stinger. I'll put it in there along with bee fuzz.
Could somebody
it
help me
in,
out before I die?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I got
coming.
some pollen.
I
Here,
can't.
hang in
catch
there.
Oh,
We're
you
gonna
got
be okay.
pollen.
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna
didn't know
go.
They drop pollen.
Yeah, apparently they do. I'm gonna go see if I can analyze it. Back and forth, back and forth.
I'm sure people who have played this game for like years not years, but like since it came out,
Mm-hmm.
probably have like developed a way to trap a bee and make a pollen farm.
Right.
Would actually
Like,
be believable. That'd be very
here's a
believable.
400 building worth trap to make infinite pollen. I found more. I found more pollen.
Shinobi sneeze.
That's very confusing thingy. It's a device. A pollen puff blast hides you from enemy sight for a short duration. Okay, so it's
Smoke screen.
smoke screen. Yeah. That's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm. Well, the bees are easier to kill than I expected.
Did
Positive
we get a
thing.
stinger from it?
Yes, I put it in the box in here.
Alright, then yeah, Jack, you can probably use your
Oh,
stinger
all I
for
needed
the-
was the fuzz to repair it anyways, so...
Oh, okay. So yeah, if you don't even need a stinger, then you're good.
Yeah. But I do need to take down a, what's it called? A mosquito again.
Well, they just spawn quite frequently around here, so.
Yeah.
I think I did too because my mosquito sword is still probably in one of the boxes back at base needing repair. I think. Because I'm no longer carrying it because it was like so damaged. It was like in the red with a small sliver of life to it.
Found my swimming gear.
So I started using the spear that you recommended I grab last time.
Is it working
Jack, on
out
my
for you?
screen,
Decently.
Jack, on my screen, you're in the jumping, walking animation, so it's like you were galloping in the air
Lol.
the entire time.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Seen Nate do that a lot.
Should we sleep?
Yeah, it's getting dark.
Yeah. Plus, we're gonna be doing like housework.
I can't be the only one feeling tired. Time to hit the hay.
Yeah, I think this base here would actually be an interesting place to do the zip line to the water base.
Don't even need to boil it.
This would be good, like a good point to zip line off to,
Good
because we
for
already have
memory.
this established.
Yep.
I'd say right about there would probably work great. Yeah, I'm already scouting out for building.
Lol. $10 will work for you guys to call it a night?
Yeah.
Yeah. Seems like a
Alright.
logical time.
Okay.
Whoa, I just rubber banded back downstairs.
Oops.
That's not so bad.
Tastes good.
We need to find some food.
Someone get
hello,
that
food.
poor dude a teach.
You need some food? I can drop you a stack of mushrooms if need be.
Oh, I was killing that grub.
Oh, you were killing a grub?
Not a grub, a weevil.
I got one myself.
Yep.
Oh, high ping again.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe it's maybe the Seattle area has got a lot of network traffic or something.
Oh, how close are you to the military radio base that's over in Washington State?
I don't know. Which base? There's a couple of bases here. There's a naval base, and then there's...
Not sure. I only saw like a news report on possible locations that if Russia did decide to go thermal,
Oh,
that,
yeah.
there's like a radio station that the military
there's a
uses.
nuclear deposit in Bremerton, and I would probably be saved by the mountains. But
Most
then,
likely.
but then I would be isolated from the
Yeah.
world.
Yeah, because Jack, you live in the nice part. You live in the nice part
It's
of
in
Washington.
the boondocks,
Yes.
so to speak, as he's put it, because he's out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, but it's the nice nowhere.
Yeah, that's the important thing. It's the nice nowhere, but that's a
Right.
good thing. Being further away from civilization, should there be one of those events or incidences, you're more likely to actually survive.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, somebody just threw an arrow.
Yeah, I was testing my I was testing bandwidth. Not bandwidth, but where I actually was, because I was trying to scoop something up and it wasn't, which means I wasn't actually there.
Oh.
I see he was
I was finding where it actually.
testing the sync ratio.
Yeah.
So
Well, thank you for the arrow. It took me up to 75 and even 75.
Well, there is
Nice.
another B if you guys want to try to take it. I don't know if you guys want to though.
Plus, I put some arrows in one of these boxes too. So, if there is absolute need of arrows, one of these boxes has a few, or had a few.
All right, let's
They may
take
have
out
already
the B.
been discovered.
It looks like this is the right place for bees though. The rose
Oh, he
bushes.
dodged right away.
Definitely, bees love roses.
Yeah.
Flowers, yep.
Yep.
Oh, I
That's-
just barely didn't tag him.
Their job in the universe is to pollinate things.
Oh, he's coming down.
Got him.
Hey, Mr. B, if I follow you,
Ow.
honey,
Yeah, I know they hurt so much.
I was able to dodge him once, but I haven't been
Turns out
able
you can
to...
just block it entirely.
Oh.
Yeah. Aw, no stinger.
No stinger?
Oh, I see another bee. Alright, come here, bee.
So cute and fuzzy looking when they're dead. Oh wow, it
Got him.
despawned right in front of me. That was a cold despawning.
You can block one hit before you're blocking yours fully gone. Bro, whoa,
What the hell?
heck? I haven't seen that one yet.
Nope.
Yeah, that spit something.
Yeah.
Did some kind of pollen blast.
Got it.
Okay, yeah, that one had a bee stinger, so we're good.
Well, if
I'm
You'd be
moving really
allergic.
slow for some reason.
oh yeah, I was like right near the
yeah,
bee, and it
doesn't affect
Oh.
on us, but
yeah, very high ping happening again.
yeah, put an effect on us. I think it was like slowness.
Yeah.
Slow effect.
just pretend it's beef jerky.
Pretend it's beef jerky. That's a good way of looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Let's
Give me a
see.
plate of it.
Sort options. Digisaurus is up this hour. Normally he's a morning streamer.
Well, that gives us, that puts us up to 5 fuzz and 3 stingers.
Okay.
So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I have to open my door. I'm feeling a little warm in here.
Yeah, I think eventually before we go to that Haze lab, well, I got notice from my friend that apparently you can get some of the best weapons in the game from the ant leons in the sandbox.
Oh,
So I'm just wondering if we could shoot at them from outside the sandbox and then like go in to collect their body or something.
that would be interesting.
Yeah.
Could do that.
Maybe get like tier 3 weapons.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, I lost 10 arrows in the fight.
Let's see how many I have. Not many. Where is the bunch?
There's arrows in one of these boxes, I think.
There was. I looked and I didn't see them, so
Oh,
they may have been grabbed by those who needed them already.
Yeah, I don't know. Magic.
Testing my ping.
if anybody sees a crow feather, call me.
Oh,
A what?
Crow feather.
Crow feather.
Uh,
Ping to my ISP 3. Down speed 933.87, up speed 919.09, and that's while streaming.
Hmm.
So a little bit of bandwidth is being used. Not much. So I don't think it's on my end when it comes to what's happening.
Probably network congestion. It's Friday night or Saturday. Yeah, it's Friday night.
Yeah, Friday into Saturday, so
it feels like a
everyone's
Saturday, to be honest.
Well,
At least for me.
yeah. You had the day off.
Yeah. I had today off.
I
nice.
figured that's why you could join us last night, but
Yeah.
And I guess I didn't communicate back fast enough.
well, I didn't know if you were. I had planned to do Red Dead Redemption 2.
RDR2, yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah, I knew when I messaged Jack that it was kind of an iffy because I knew that you were probably gonna do
Yeah.
Redemption that night.
so I wasn't eager to just sit around and wait because I had a limited amount of time.
Understandable. I did catch the message like 10 or 15 minutes after, but yeah,
Oh yeah.
that's only because I was like incapacitated in the restroom for a few minutes.
Oh well, I didn't catch Nate's message until like hours later.
No
So
women crime, but it's better than nothing.
There's like not
partly
much
my
time
fault.
between when things needed to happen.
Mm-hmm. What was I looking for?
I do know we need plant
Oh,
fiber
crow feathers.
cubes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were looking for a crow feather.
Yeah, because I want more feathers to make a hat.
Yeah, feeling cooler in here, having the fan on in the living room.
Mm.
Blow cooler air from the area where the computer is not. Hello, Aunt Buddy, old pal. The only time I like ants is in this game. In real life, I squish them.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I don't like bugs. I see a bug, I go for the bug spray can.
Mm. If they're in my house, then I get like you spray them or I put out bug ant bait or whatever. But
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like them when they're in my house like you, Jack. But if they're just roaming around, I don't.
Yeah, if
mind.
they're out
Yeah.
in the wild, I don't care. They can do whatever they want. But if they're
Right.
in my domain, it's my domain. They should know their domain is safe because I'm not in it. I'm in mine.
right.
Whoa, this ant's out here in the lily pads on the water. It's doing like
Hey, Mr.
parkour,
Ant.
jumping from one lily pad to another.
Huh.
That's cool.
Yeah.
He's
The
also-
animals are. I mean, the insects are a lot. The AI is different. I think.
Yeah, I think they changed the entire AI. It's a lot better, I think, though.
Yeah.
Definitely. But I don't think he's supposed to be out here as he's jittering across the very weird landscape of a completely flat lily pad compared to his normal terrain.
Mm-hmm.
Don't think you're supposed to be out here, Mr. Ant. As you
So it was
continually
probably.
go-
Let's see. 26 of 30. Okay, yeah, I was filling them up on material. Want to see if I can't get that from 13 to 15. Because we were in need of plant fiber here at this base. Oh, hey. Lots of droplets here.
Yeah, I left my bone knife at the other base, unfortunately.
Oof.
Yeah. You can just use a stone one. Whatever.
It's not whatnot. But soda also gives a little food value.
A little bit.
Hello, Ant Buddy.
I'm not fighting, I'm just chopping grass, so not too big a deal.
Collecting plant fiber.
Yeah, I feel like they should. I think one thing that they're missing in here is more opportunities on the farming. I think you should be able to like grow plant
crap,
fiber,
baby spider.
or like
Yeah.
have a bigger farm, like instead of just like a 2x2 slots.
Yeah, I got
You should
another
be able
bee.
to
You want to take it out?
Yeah, sure.
I'm kind of enjoying picking these guys off.
You got them on ya? Or no?
Not yet. I'm still trying to tag him.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in the water.
Shot slightly to his left and slightly to his right. Best archer.
Oh, yeah.
I'm done wasting arrows. I'm down to 14.
Yeah. It's too far away.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Uh-oh. Where you at?
Rose bushes.
Oh, I'm coming.
Yeah, spider.
What kind
Baby
of spider?
spider.
Oh, baby spider. Okay.
I'll get Vaughn, you try to get Spider.
I don't see any spiders.
Willow!
I hear a crow.
Well,
Thank
how
you
was
for
your
the
near-death
assist.
experience?
All good.
There's the crow. Is he gonna drop his feather?
Probably.
The crow feather was considered a rare item by the analyzer.
Hmm. Well, you do have to have a tier 2 hatchet to get it.
I just shot an arrow into the crow and it did nothing, so... Crow's non-combatant.
Yeah. I mean, it gives
Fully.
resources, which is the crow feather, so
Yeah.
kind of makes sense. Oh, I just crafted it, and turns out I had the bone knife on me the entire time.
Oh, lol. I could use a bone knife. Or you want
All
to
we
keep
need
one?
is like. I was gonna get mine egress real quick, so
Oh.
yeah. I need a diving mask though.
There's one, mine's in this bin right here. You can
Could
use
I
it.
borrow it for the time
Yeah.
being? Alright. Thank you.
Feeling a little safer now.
Yeah, I've started a layout of water base. I got it even with this base here, so we can strained out.
That was refreshing.
I'm kind of feeling lots of base building vibes tonight.
Well, we're kind of running out of time too, though.
Yeah, I know. Just like not tonight, but just like for the next few.
Yeah,
times here.
that's cool.
Just kind of chill.
It'd be good to have a base in a unique area like that.
Yeah.
And if there are other things that we have to do under the water, it'll be a good location to launch to or from.
Excuse me.
Because also for the past while, we've just been doing like labs, Black
Yeah.
Ant Lab, Edge Lab, Sandbox, Pond Lab twice, Edge Lab twice.
Hayes Lab was a nightmare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, Mr.
That
Tadpole.
Turned out
Say
to be
hello
death,
to my
death, and more
knifey
death.
friend.
Because that's what I remember that particular day was like death all over the place. Yeah, he does look confused. It looks like he's trying to find his way back.
But his AI is just not supposed to be there.
Yeah, so he's like, I don't know where to go. I'm confused. What do I do? So I'll just walk around in a circle.
No.
If we could pick him up and like carry him, but yeah,
Hello, powerless ant.
powerless ant.
Anything but.
Yeah, they can be quite brutal when they want to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think Jack's character in the game is kind of like the cool kid. My character is like the nerd, and Vaughn's character is like the edgy girl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the edgy cool chick.
And we
And
don't know
the other
what
one
the,
is probably the nerd type, but I don't know because
Yeah.
we haven't had anyone to be able to play them.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Mine's definitely the nerd type because I have a science shirt on and I talk
Oh
facts.
yeah,
Vaughn, that's reminds me of something I wanted to talk to you off stream about. When we end stream, let's all stay in the chat for a minute.
okay. Seem that they've increased the view distance a little, even though it does do that blur, like with the outer area, the fence and stuff that's much further away. It seems like they extended it a bit because looking over at the thing in the middle of the pond here, whatever that is on the other edge of the pond, I should say, if that's like a bird bath or whatnot, it looks cleaner and clearer than it did before from this distance.
Yeah, the depth of field is kind of irritating, but it's better than it was.
Yeah.
It does make sense because what they're trying to do is limit how many resources are actually being used at the same time to make the game run more smoothly and more efficiently.
Well, the depth of field effect is... I don't like it myself.
Same. I prefer to have nice, clear things in the distance myself, to be honest.
Alright, water base has been started, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. We got 4 platforms.
4 platforms. Sweet.
Our main holdup right now is actually berry leather.
Ah.
Well,
Because I have it all at the other base, so I might go see if I can grab that. Also, I was kind of thinking of moving the jerky rack over here, if that's okay with you guys.
yeah, that's fine. We got the cooker over here.
Yeah.
We need jerky for the cooker, so makes sense to have them together. I think this base was the more well thought out one.
Yeah.
First one was kind of
The quick rush to get a building so that we would have a safe place to be.
yeah, more thrown together and less planned. I don't know.
And
Actually,
this next water
kinda fun.
building I'm making is, I have big plans for it. That's why I made myself the tier 2 axe. That way Jack wouldn't have to do all the cutting for me.
Appreciated.
Because I think you're gonna see like a full weed stem chunk of the world go away.
Go up.
Because yeah, I want to build like towers so that way we can counter bees.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of I
You're
kind of want to make it
thinking,
like a
like,
floating castle.
oh, that sounds really cool. Floating castle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which way to the hedge from this base?
A hedge.
Why
I
are you
think
going to the
that's
hedge?
the other side of the tree.
I need berry leather for something.
Yeah, I did good collect a whole bunch. I'm trying to find it right
I think
now.
I need berry leather.
Let's see, there's the house, then there'd be the garbage pile, and then I think opposite the garbage pile area was the hedge.
Yeah, I need 5 berry leather.
Yeah, my marker's on it right now.
Oh, your marker's on it? Okay.
Yeah,
So,
on the safe portion of the hedge anyway.
okay, so it's over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking it was more over to the right more.
Damn,
It
larva
does look
come
like
out
it
of
might
nowhere.
be getting dark soon, so be careful out there.
Yeah, it's currently what's that? It's currently 4 o'clock p.m.
In
Yeah, but
game.
it's seeming that
Yeah,
dark.
in-game.
Wow. I wonder if they're doing seasonal timing on the brightness.
They could be.
I know it's normally like around 5 or so where I am that things start seeming darker and I start having to turn lights on and stuff.
Hmm.
And by 6, it's like pitch black.
Well, it depends on where you are in the world as well.
True.
Yes, it
Where
does.
you are in
How
the
far
world and the
north or
game.
south you are, yeah.
How far north
Yeah.
or south, and if you have mountains or whatnot, and which where I am, there aren't mountains, but I have been in and around mountains before.
Hmm.
As a kid, my summer camp that I used to go to, in fact, was up in the mountains in the heartland of Pennsylvania.
Oh, right on.
It was a very nice place to be, and it was freaky. It would be like cold as heck at night. During the day, it'd be like 90s to 100 or so. Then it would like freeze at night again and stuff like that.
In the summer, right?
During the summer, up in the mountains, it'll do that sort of thing. When it comes nighttime, up in the higher elevations where the sun isn't happening,
Yeah.
oh, sun comes out in the morning, 90 degrees by noon and stuff like that. I was always grateful for the air conditioning in the cafeteria building. But holy crap, there were days when you'd go in, eat a meal, come back out, and that the heat would hit you like a brick wall.
Right.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So you guys know the wolf spider cave, right? Underneath the tree.
Yeah.
There's toxic mushroom, explodey mushroom things.
Really?
Yeah.
That is odd.
Toxic explodey mushrooms.
There's also a bunch of the upgrade ores.
So that means
Also-
we'll probably have a few less spiders directly attacking our base over here now.
Yeah, but the toxin is spreading, which is worrisome.
Oh,
I don't know if it's spreading. I think it's just because the update they just put it in there as well.
True. Oh, it's getting dark.
Yeah, very dark. Definitely seeming like 5 p.m. And I wonder if it's suddenly going to brighten up during the change of the clocks on the November 6th. A little more brightness for a little bit longer, and darkness comes sooner, but daylight starts sooner. Yeah, that's it.
Found my jerky rack again. I accidentally jumped down too big of a cliff and because I'm relocating it every few once in a while. So I accidentally jumped too far one of the times and it stopped the relocate. So then I had to go find it again. So yeah.
So it would like leave it back at the last location, and you'd have to find where that last location was. And if you're too far away, it's like oof.
Yeah. Plus, I don't want to lose this because the jerky rack is kind of expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here comes the jerky rack. Do you need door open?
I got enough berry stuff to make berry leather the amount I need. Oh, that's good. That's good.
Whee! That ant is still jumping there.
Incoming payback.
Ant.
Oh.
Incoming payback. Red ants are attacking.
They're attacking.
We should probably go to the other base as well. Here, Vaughn, do you want to try to stay at this base and protect? Jack. Okay, oh, I see him. I see him attacking this base, the water base. Okay, I'll help the water base.
I'll go to the. I can't see the blue base though. They're just attacking the water base. It looks like.
No, it's also the blue base.
Oh.
I saw another attack symbol.
Let's see what's around here.
I'm fighting one right now, a soldier ant.
Okay.
I just can't see the map marker for that base.
Okay, you're over there. Okay.
There's the laser thingamajigs. Oh, there's a bombardier. Oh boy.
Okay, this one's out. Okay, so it's just blue base now. Here, Vaughn, I don't know if you want to stay at this base to try to see if any more will come. I'd say, yeah, Vaughn, you should probably stay at this one. Just make sure.
I'll stay here and keep an eye out.
I'm heading towards blue base still. Incoming payback, red ants. Yep.
I'm glad we're building the water base because I'm pretty sure it's going to be pretty hard for them to attack that.
Yep.
Yep, they'd be able to get the shore section, but they won't be able to get the water section as easy.
Yeah.
Man, I'm running out of stamina too often.
Oh, they removed all our map markers too, so we can't even.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm dealing with. Still, I found our base. Okay.
Okay.
I'm out of stamina.
Oh, are you fighting back there, Vaughn?
Yeah, they ripped open a wall back here.
Oh, Nate, you better go back. Base defended. Okay, yeah, they just went to the red. They just went to the one base.
Oh, I know what happened. So I saw two attack markers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And one was facing where this blue base was, right?
Right.
So I thought they were attacking the blue base, but I assumed that they just spawned on the side of the tree.
Yeah.
And then to show me where they were spawning. Well, that was okay. So attacks do happen.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about last time. Remember when
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they updated.
Now you're speaking my language.
Yep.
They took out a wall and platform or foundation piece.
Oh, that's not good. Did the foundation break anything else? Oh,
Just a foundation and a wall.
that's not too bad damages.
Yeah, the larva blade. I thought it was a knife. That sucks. It doesn't work like a knife.
No, it doesn't.
So now I have to find my knife. Or make another one. It's only a stone knife, so it's cheap.
There's an extra stone knife at this base. If you need one.
Okay. Well, it's
I don't know
nighttime.
if you want it. Yeah, I don't know if you want it to come all the way out here, though.
Yeah, I can make the trek. En route. It'll be a minute.
Like, we need some pebbles and clay, and I just put a piece of clay in
Yeah, I got the clay.
one of those bucks.
Yeah, clay's good. We just need pebbles. I guess, yeah. Let's see. Just start on the wall.
Cardio fan level 3. Nice. Oh shit. Spider.
Run. Run, Jeff, run.
Run like the wind.
The Orb Weaver Jr. and poisoned me.
Oh.
I'm near the tree. So, yeah.
If you
Okay.
go down, I'll...
Yeah. Oh my god. I'm 150. Come on, leave me alone, spider. Oh my god, I found a senior Orb Weaver.
Oh.
Yay!
I heard something scream.
That was me.
I'm near you.
Oh, lordy.
Hoping that which I heard scream
Don't come
is
this way.
not-
Don't come this way. There's bad things.
Okay, that's what I figured. Okay, you're already past me.
Yeah, I'm running towards the base.
Yeah, we need rocks.
Needs pebbles.
I was trying to find, but I haven't seen any pebbles.
Yeah, me
Chow
neither.
down.
I saw big pebbles, but I don't have a hammer. Let's see if I can make a hammer.
I only have a regular tier hammer, so I don't think I can do anything against the big stones.
No, the regular tier one can break them. I don't even have the regular one. There we go. Where's it? Regular one. Now, where's the big boy rock?
Acorns.
There you go. Me and Jack found some.
Yep.
Not very many though. But
How many rocks do we need?
Only like 5.
Oh, I got that matches already.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, there's not too many rocks out here, but that's okay.
Yeah, we only needed 2.
Yeah. It's good to
Yeah,
have
let's see.
extras, though.
Repair tool. What needs repairing?
It's always good to have extra.
Sturdy wall needs repair.
Did we lose anything up top?
Hope not.
Luckily, no, we did not lose anything up
Good.
top.
Good.
That was refreshing.
'Cause that one was like right below that, right there. So I was like, oh, I didn't look up there. So luckily, it did not get damaged.
All right, let's go ahead and sleep so when we log on next time.
It's bedtime.
Oh yeah, it is that time.
Yep. I always have to wait until 1 p.m. my time for anything that really happens out in the Pacific because they're always like, oh, the event happens at 10 a.m. Pacific time. And it's like, oh, that means I have to wait until afternoon.
Right. All right,
I wonder if
Twitch
you
and
can
YouTube. I've had.
log out on your head.
You could probably. I had a good time. I hope you all did too. Good night, mates. Yeah, good night, Darth. Yeah, what do I say? What am I saying? I'm saying see you later, folks. Bye.